Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to talk to you guys for just a minute about the push press. I've had a lot of people ask me about why they see me doing push presses in some of my videos, mostly behind the neck, but right now in my meet prep I've switched over to front push presses. And why I have in my novice program a strict press, and the reason for that is that in my novice program I think that the novice lifter doesn't always have the skill and proficiency and body awareness to properly perform a push press, and they already have so much work that just hammers their core and their lower body that I don't think they're really going to benefit from it. Whereas for a more intermediate lifter, I think the push press is an amazing movement. I almost like to call it squats for upper body. And the reason is because it puts so much overload on the body. Now, a lot of people will argue with you that, yeah, the primary movers involved in something like a push press are the anterior deltoids and the lateral and medial head of the triceps, but they forget that that's on the concentric portion of the rep, and you also have leg drive involved. So it is working the lower body to a certain extent, but that's really just to get the weight up. What you really find on the push press is that when you, particularly if you do it right with the false grip and the very narrow grip, what you find is that it really, really hammers the triceps to the top. And I've known a lot of guys over the years who do feel that the push press is probably a superior tricep builder. But where it shines for hypertrophy purposes, for guys trying to get bigger, is the eccentric portion of the rep. And what you'll note is that when you're doing the eccentric on a heavy push press with a weight that's heavier than you can strict press, you will notice that you'll feel the eccentric rep very much in things like the long head of the tricep, the medial head of the delt, some of the support muscles of the upper back, even the traps and things. You will definitely feel those working against the weight on the eccentric rep, and you'll probably get DOMs in a lot of those places when you first start doing the lift. And you have to remember that when it comes to eccentric reps, we do know that eccentric loading plays a huge role in hypertrophy and muscle growth from all the research, and we also know that it doesn't even have to be a slow negative. As long as you have some control over a negative, you gain all the benefits in terms of hypertrophy from a negative that you would from even doing a really slow one. There's no benefit to going slower as long as you have some control on the way down and it's not just dropping at free fall speed. So it's really the eccentric loading of this movement that really helps with the hypertrophy, but it's also a fantastic power builder on top of it because you are learning to use your upper body while strongly engaging the core and the lower body and using those to help drive the weight. So it is a full body power movement with a bigger focus on the upper body, which really makes it an all-around fantastic movement because it combines explosive power, full body work with a very strong hypertrophy element to a lot of the important muscles, and particularly a lot of the important show muscles for guys who are really looking to look better without strength sports being their primary focus or their only focus. So it's really a very versatile lift. I like it. I recommend anyone who's an intermediate and up add it to their program, irrespective of what they compete in or what their goals are, whether their goals are athletic performance, power, strength, or hypertrophy and aesthetics. It's beneficial to all of those people, and it's a great lift. All right, guys, that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time. But let me give you guys a bicep shot before I go.